Womp womp. You guys may not have asked for it, but you're gonna get it anyways. Cori-Steel Cutter is the card that everyone is playing, everyone's talking about, everyone's looking at and saying this card is so good, it needs to be in every format. It's a 1 in a red artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/+1, has trample and haste and flurry. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, make a 1/1 white monk creature token with prowess. You may attach this equipment to it, and for 1 in a red, you can equip it. So this deck is a Spike brew that he played a couple days ago, and it uses one of my favorite cards, Basim. Whenever you cast a Sorcerer spell, draw a card. Basim can't be blocked this turn. This ability only triggers once each turn, and when Basim deals combat damage to a player, put a 1/1 counter on it. So basically, this is kind of like a affinity, like a Grixis affinity Basim build, where you've got your Thoughtcast, your Metallic Rebukes, all of your free 0 drops, Galvanic Blast, and you're just basically trying to trigger Cori-Steel Cutter. You're trying to trigger Basim, draw cards, make guys, go wide, beat face, the usual stuff. Sideboard is sideboard cards. You've got Cleansing Wildfires, you've got Consigns, Fatal Pushes, Forces, Pithing Needles. So this deck looks super cool. I think Spike went 3-2 with it, so I'm hoping to have a decent showing with it here. But yeah, this is something I've been trying to figure out how to brew. But I unfortunately am not a great brewer unless it comes to Commander. A little bit better there. And speaking of Commander, a couple buddies of mine are starting their own channel over on YouTube at Finding a Fourth, so you guys should check them out if you enjoy some Commander content, or if you just enjoy seeing me play games and be bad at them. So we're going to get into a league, and we're going to see what we can do with a little bit of Basim Cori-Steel. Now, depending on how this league goes, I might be trying to run this in an RCQ this weekend, but we will see. This hand, unfortunately, is not good. 1 land, Emry, no cutter. I don't want to go to 5. I'm going to keep this, and we're just going to pray that this Tamiyo sticks around long enough and I find some lands. And we will see what happens after that. Don't kill my Tamiyo poopy wet. Okay, all right. So we're playing against Eldrazi, so we need to be quick. All right, so there's a second land. Unfortunately, it is not a land that triggers or that lets me cast my Basim. But even still, we're probably interested in getting this Emry into play. Mill 4. All right, so we hit a Bauble, so that is good. That's what we're looking for. So we want the Bauble so we can trigger Cori next turn. So our opponent just probably has like Natural Tron, which is not ideal. All right, so now we are in a position of, do we want to play Basim or do we want to play Cori? And I think the answer is to play Cori-Steel Cutter, because basically the goal is to, oh, Force of Negation. All right, well, that's super awkward, huh? Well, let's go and play this Bauble. Now, the reason that we went through that line was if the Steel Cutters had resolved, we would have had enough to be able to Thoughtcast for 1, which is pretty good. I think that's what we want. And so, unfortunately, we can't Thoughtcast for 1. So, like, next turn, I guess I should have Baubled them in upkeep, because I want to be able to get this Basim going. Hopefully they just didn't draw Natural Tron and they don't just like dunk on me. Don't do it to me, opponent, please. I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm not strong enough. Okay, Abstergo Entertainment. That is what's up. All right, so let's take a peek. Oh, now they're going to get Natural Tron. Not ideal. Not ideal in the slightest. Urza Saga is going to trigger. I'm going to just float a mana, and we're going to go looking probably for a Mox Amber. Let's go blue and a black. Let's play our good buddy Basim. I should have gotten the Opal. I totally did not see that I drew this Amber. Then we're going to target our Mishra's Bauble. Can I have a Bauble? I mean, if they want to like force a Bauble, that would be pretty good. All right, what does this do? Return up to 1, target historic card from your graveyard to your hand, then exile all graveyards. All right, so they can't do that right now, which is fine with me. So I'm definitely going to be bringing in the Consigns. That is certainly a decision. So they get like no value. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, what if we Thoughtcast? And then we found the Bauble anyways, or found the Opal anyways, because we're so good at this game. All right, now we've taken just all of the game actions. So they have Natural Tron, so they're going to have 8 mana. How does that ruin my day? Is the question. Okay, so they didn't go with Natural Tron, so they want 4 mana. Maybe they're going to like Karn. which like I don't know what line why they would ever need to play this line. Oh, are they gonna 2 damage to each creature? Okay. What if I just like told you that I had another Basim? Oh, I did that wrong, but whatever. Tap for a blue, cast, draw, keep the new one, tap for a blue, crack a clue, and draw a card, uptick, and then we're gonna hold off on anything else because I basically just want to be able to crack this clue on my next turn. Fuel the Flames from Aether Drift. That sure is something. Yeah, I don't have any counter spells, really, or I don't have any in hand at least. Unfortunately, I wish I did. No Force of Negations in the main deck, but our opponent is gonna go up to 3 cards with 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. That's scary. Oh wait. Oh fuck. I really would have liked dude, no way did I just do that. Oh my god. Oh, I just fucking that might have just blown this game like wide open. Oh my god, I hate that I've done this. Our opponent has drawn just a billion cards and I fucking just totally... I could have been getting ready to ult this Tamiyo, but instead, here I am, sitting here with barbecue sauce in my titties, missing land drops. Well, let's just play this. Trigger, we'll get some card draw going. I'm going to try and resolve this Shadowspear. See if our opponent has anything to say about it. All right, so they don't have anything to say about that. So let's blue to get a little refill. Force of Negation, pitching. Okay. Well, that's good with me. Blue and whatever. Let us equip to Basim, and let's go to the combat. All right, I don't want to miss out on my attack. Let's do this. Let's put an upkeep stop. And we'll see what my opponent is drawing in their turn. They've got so many cards. Fire, ice, sure. I'm just on the beatdown train at this point. Am I now going to get like Emrakul? Or not Emrakul. Oh yeah, Ugin. Yep. Yeah, killing the Tamiyo. I can't do anything about it. Now if they have a follow-up, so 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they've probably got a follow-up. I think at this point I am in fact just super duper dead. If they cast any colorless spell, I will just concede. Just show me a colorless spell. Yep. I will concede to that. All right, so we're playing against Eldrazi, so we this is also like mono blue Eldrazi. So I think I want to bring in like all of this. The rebukes I don't think are as good. The blasts aren't as good. And the spell bombs are not as good. What else do I not like? Let's go down like 1 here. So the only issue is I don't want to like dilute the potency of what's in the deck. So I think I'm going to cut like this and maybe like 1 Thoughtcast. Let's do something like that. Let's see what we can do. So yeah, them having like forces and stuff like that is unfortunate, but I think the consigns are just going to be better. The forces are going to be better. Actually, well, no, because they're forcing on they're usually just using force on my stuff. So let's do a 2 and a 1. Let's do it like this. So we are all in on blowing up lands for sure. So a Basim with no follow-up doesn't feel great, but I do have like, I have 2 sideboard cards that I like want. So that is, that's kind of the unfortunate side of things is I can't really get rid of my sideboard cards. I can take your upkeep stop off just because like they're very strong. A map, you know what? I don't love doing this. I don't know if this is right, but like I just can't have them just going and find their natural Tron. And I would have liked to have surveilled there, but like I just can't let them continue to try and dig themselves. So we're gonna go with a Basim. We're going to see what our little buddy Basim can do. Hopefully he draws us something that's going to trigger the Cori-Steel Cutters, or they might just get forced. All right, so we're going to go red, blue, Cori's in the house. Do they have force again? They do have force again, so I can't stop them from forcing. I'd like to get this Saga going here, and then now I just want to beat them in the face. If they don't find tower, God fucking damn it. All right, well, we're going to cast here. Trigger to do the thing. Yes, let's pay some life. I would like to wildfire your tower. Hope you don't have a second Force of Negation. If you do, I'm like kind of boned. All right, so they're going to... What's most likely going to happen here is they're just going to hit me with the old... Oh, I could have flipped the Tamiyo this turn. I didn't even think about the fact that that's what that does. So I imagine now they're just going to big K command. No, maybe not. They just lost their free mana. All right. Well, I feel like we're in a better position than we were last game. but I also misclicked like an absolute dickhead last game. So there's that. Stock up. Oh, I need to stop yielding. Oh, I could have stopped all of this. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, when I need to remember that when I'm playing blue decks, don't yield. Neither of these cards do anything for me. So there's that. All right, well, let's see what we draw. All right, draw a card. Draw a card, consign. All right, I think I just want to float the mana. Let's go grab a Amber. That's the good one. Let's get a little draw action going. Flip Tamiyo, mill some cards, maybe hit not a Steel Cutter, but it's okay. So now at this point, my plan is I'm going to be able to hold up consign plus pitch force. So like there's no reason for me to do anything else, but just continue to apply pressure and then not, click through this time. What if I cast by exiling a blue card, which is going to be this third copy of Tamiyo? All right. Not bad. Not bad. Well, we're going to go and let's target my Bauble. Let's not let's not give them any other ideas here. Let's just draw cards. Cleansing Wildfire. That seems pretty good. I can Wildfire, pick up Wildfire. A Force of Negation. Yeah. Dude, you're going to be real sad when I do what I'm about to do. Let's see. I can't make red. So what we're going to do first is we're going to go in for the beats. And then we are going to be able to hold up a replicated consign. So if I go blue and a red, let's hit your... Now the question is, we're going to hit the Eldrazi Temple. Hope to draw an Amber. Draw a Cori-Steel Cutter. So we're going to play this. We'll choose this one. And then we're just going to continue to uptick. Knowing now that knowing having the three, the triple replicated consign is pretty good. So looking back, I'm real glad that I hit their that I consigned their map, because that would have been real bad for me. Let's see, is there anything? Do I want to bring in? I don't think so. No, that game went well. I don't think there's a reason for me to need to bring in something else. So we will see. We will see how it goes. All right, they're playing first. I've got. Begins with 7. I'll keep. We are going to. Yep. I can't stop your map. I am going to. Okay, so I was really preying on drawing. Let's not have this come into play untapped. Is there a reason for me to do that? Not really. I'm not really interested in getting the Shadowspear going. I'm just going to get the Bauble into play. And then we're going to we're going to look at my opponent's top deck. A tower. Okay. So knowing they have second tower is pretty good, because that lets me know that if I blow up their tower, they probably just go and get another one. So we are going to go here. We are going to shock red. Well, hold up. Let me see. If I do this, if I tap this, so I play here. No, I can't get Emry going. So what I want to do is we're just going to play here. Red. Let's hit your mine. And then maybe we draw into something. Nope. We will put this into play. So our opponent is going to crack map. So I know they have second tower. So now I just need to hope that they don't have second mine. The second mine, it's real tough, but I'm not stopping anything else this turn. So they're leaving up Force of Negation, huh? What if I just went and grabbed a basic is land, black and blue. Let's play our boy Basim. You can't counter with a Force of Negation. Is this Emry? You maybe kill the... Okay, so you're going to do... Yep, sure. Still get to draw. That's a Tamiyo. All right, so there's no Steel Cutters, but I will maybe get to play some Baubles. So now the plan is to go Sim, Tamiyo. All right, so now I need to deal with their lands again. That's not going to do it. So let's go black, blue, Basim, blue for Tamiyo. A Steel Cutter is not exactly what I was hoping for, because now they're going to get Tron online. I guess I'm going to just do the Needle. Let's play the Saga. So now we're going to Needle Ugin, which is not the best. Yeah, they're going to get their Tron online. So I am going to name Ugin Eye of the Storms. After that, we're unable to attack. So the problem is that this has just taken too long for me to get things going. And so the issue now is I think I'm probably going to die, but maybe not. We're going to get maybe some Steel Cutter action going. They've got 6 mana. So if I can find another Wildfire, I've got a 2 in 39 chance. That would be sweet. Or a consign would be really good. I would not be upset about a consign. Now that I've got no interaction, we can just yield through the turn. Upkeep, are you going to do 2 damage to everything again? Yeah, that is fine. Trying to keep my card draw offline. Damn, my opponent just had actually everything. Well, I can't stop any of this. All right, so now the question is, what is the order in which I play my spells? It's probably got to be, I've got to try and find something that's like good, because right now I am finding all poopy doopy bad cards. That's not a good card, but I can like make a construct at end step and go from there. Like I would have liked to have gotten the Coris into play, but like it's just not a feasible thing. So they've got that. Let's not turn off. So we're not going to yield through the turn. Yep, 5 mana. You may draw your cards. I cannot stop anything that you're doing right now. 1, 2. So it'll be 3. Pretty good. It is out of range for sure of our good buddy. All right, it is out of range of our good buddy there, Fire Ice. So we'll make a dude. Sure, you sure did it. We'll draw. Saga triggers on the stack. So if I go 1, 2, make another guy. Go searching. Now here, I guess we'll just get the Amber. So they can't tap my guy down. So let's go with a red, a blue. Let's make some monks. We monkin'. Cori-Steel Cutters are going to trigger. I finally get to trigger the cutters. I've been waiting for this day. I don't think I'm making another construct. I also don't know if it's the right decision to just be like dumping my hand out, but like I got to get pressure as quickly and as fast as I possibly can because my opponent is hitting me. My opponent's going to do some fuck shit to me. They're going to exile my construct. They're going to just, of course, they've got the fucking K command. Why wouldn't my opponent also just have the K command after drawing 37 magic cards? Yeah. All right, what else? I think the plan is to definitely just bauble them. Another Urza's land is tough, but like, I don't know. I need to try to punch my way out of this somehow, some way. I've got some baubles in the grave. So like this Urza Saga probably just, depending on what I draw. Yeah, that's an Ugin. Coris are gone. And then who knows what's going to happen? Who knows what we'll draw? I do need to just deal with this Ugin eventually, but like low-key right now, like this construct goes kind of hard. It is not bad, even though they are going to be able to just like tap it down because I do know that they still have that Fire Ice. Man, this Fuel the Flames card has gotten me twice. Let's hope maybe it's just worth it to make a second construct. Like I might just use this Amber, make another construct, and then just try and like put a Shadowspear onto it and go from there. So they're gonna, I guess they can, well, they can still hit the Emry. Oh, they can't use Ugin. That is, I needled Ugin. We are thinking, big thinking. I do need to kill it. I absolutely need to get that Ugin the fuck out of here as best I can. But they do have the Fire Ice, which they're going to tap my construct, I have to imagine. But we're going to make another one. Then we're going to trigger here. Get a Amber, I guess. Keep this one. Let's get a Bauble into play as best we can. I would love to find like any of my other Cori-Steel Cutters. That would be sweet. Let's go here. All right, so I know that they have Power Plant and Tower. So if I take out their mine, what does that do? Red and a colorless. What if we took out your mine and then draw a card? All right, give me a good card, please, deck. They probably have another mine, but like I can't just like play around them just having everything. So we're going to put this here because if they like to tap my guy, I'm okay with it. Because I'm at least going to chunk in on our boy Eugene. So if they don't, yeah, so they're going to tap the construct. Sure. This is going to hit Eugene. I'm going to put Eugene down to 2 life, 2 HP points. I guess it was probably better for me to... All right, Eldrazi Temple. Well, I've got no other effects. So it was probably better for me to do that on my turn because like if this top card is like a consign or a force, I'm going to be a little bit upsetty spaghetti. But like at the same time, my opponent is just staring down like an army of constructs and I don't know how they deal with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, they could like Ugin again if they've got it, but like what does that do for them? We'll see what my opponent has. We'll see if they can get their way out of this, but like I feel in an okay enough spot where it's like it's not the end of the world, but I'm definitely not like I'm terrified because if they like Emrakul me because they've dug like 30 cards deep into their library, that will be Stinky Poop Town. Needling this Ugin early feels like it was very much the correct decision, so we will see what happens. We've got a couple draws. I'm at 21, which like is decent. Are they going to do 2 to everything again? Yeah. You got it. What else you got for me? I'm going to make another construct. I have lethal. If they don't have a way to deal with these constructs, I like actually just have lethal. But if they do deal with one of them, then I am going to... All right, show me. A consign is just so good. Holy shit. Let's go 1, 2, buckle my shoe. Now I go 1, 2, and equip. I can't make another artifact. Oh, but I can do this, which is pretty good. So we are going to attack, move to combat. I've got artifacts to tap if they try and like tap my guy down. So what if no? Or what if I just like tapped all of your stuff? Sure, you can tap it. I'm going to still kill Ugin and then have this big old army of fuck off boys here. So now we need to pray that they don't have just like something insane off the top. Like if they Emrakul me, I'm going to just consign the Emrakul itself. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They have 8 manas up. They can't kill any of my stuff with Ugin, which is cool. It is insane. It is feeling good. I'm enjoying the position that I'm in at this very moment in time. We'll see what happens, what my opponent's got. They're probably doing a check to see if I'm like holding off. So honestly, like the thing that I'm probably going to be doing is just like going straight to combat. I mean, this does telegraph that I have a consign, but like I am going to need to consign. So if they go like 1, they could leave up 3 for a Force of Negation on my consign. So if they go like, all right, so they're not doing anything in my upkeep. They're going to just do a fat fucking K command. They're going to leave up 3 mana for fucking Force of Negation. But like if I just consign this thing like with all of my mana, all of the mana known to God himself. What if I went blue, 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 blue? So they could have force pitch. So I need to get 1, 2. I just need 3. Fuck it. I'm not gonna play it safe. I'm gonna cast with replicate. We're gonna replicate it 3 times. Now, if they have a consign, all right, we got there, baby. Boom, 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 boom. Constructs are fucking menaces. Woo, man, I did not think we were gonna figure out a way to pull that one out. Holy shit. Oh, man, what a game. What an insane game to have played. All right, baby, it's time for game number 2. Let's do it. Wow. Rolled a 2, rolled a 2, rolled a 2, rolled a 1. I am so unlucky. Oh, man, this hand is so close. If this is just like anything other than an Urza Saga, like I snap keep this, but we have to mulligan. This hand is just better. What am I putting back? I'm going to put back the counter spell, I guess. I'm not doing anything on their turn. Sacred Foundry. All right, so it's energy. All right, they've got a kitty cat. I still find my Metallic Rebuke, so it just never mattered. What is more important? Probably the Steam Vents. Blue for Tamiyo. Let's cast. Now, the only downside to this line is that I now don't have anything currently that triggers the Steel Cutters, but I do have this Metallic Rebuke up, which is pretty good. And then on end step, I can Bauble, because if I just get this Cori-Steel Cutter into play, I got no worries, unless I need to improvise with it, but we'll see how that shakes out. Begin combat. I will be in the blocking business. Not that it really makes a difference, but I like to preserve my life total as best I can. Now, if they want to like try and Galvanic. Now, the tough part here is I can't crack this Bauble in case they try to kill my Tamiyo, because I'd like to be able to hold up Rebuke. I don't know why they would wait till, I guess technically like I could have had what's it called? Like a Force of Negation. So we're going to get in for the business. Play our second. We're going to stop in our opponent's upkeep. We're just going to let them do their thing. We'll see what they're surveilling or what they're drawing. So let's see. I would like to Bauble you. Show me your secrets. Voice of Victory is surely a magic card. Now, the downside here is if they flage me, I'm real fucking sad. CZ Peasy is fine by me, I think, depending on what they discard. But I can flip my Tamiyo next turn, which is pretty strong. A Peasy and a Voice. Yep. So these creatures will no longer be attacking for damage, which is pretty sweet, except for the CZ Peasy, but like that's fine. And then we're going to draw a card. We're going to draw for turn. We're going to find nothing to trigger. So we are going to combat first. Let's make our clue. Do the usual Tamiyo thing. Nothing. And combat. So now we're going to go here. Saga triggers. We're going to go 1 and 2. We're going to crack a clue. We're going to draw our third card, which is going to just be not what we want. We are going to continue to have a stop in their upkeep. We're going to bauble them in upkeep. Pray that they just like don't draw a discharge. Yep, you got the city's blessing. Are you going to gain life? Oh, you're going to ping my Tamiyo. Yep, Tamiyo goes down to 3. You're going to sack a bunch of stuff. Now I'm in just a doo-doo butter spot. I am not happy about the position that I have found myself in with 2 lands in hand. It ain't hitting right, dog. Are you actually fucking joking? Nah, bro, this game is actually fucking crazy with it. I guess that probably wasn't the best land to play, but like I need some fucking action. Okay, we're dead. We are very, very dead. Just 18 lands in a row is exactly what we want. Let's do something like this. Now, what comes out? The spell bombs are really good. Let's cut 1 here, 1 here. Let's cut here and here. Let's do something like that. So we're just kind of trimming. Like we still want to keep this main game plan of like Steel Cutter Basim, Tamiyo, like ways to draw and stuff like that, and then all of our zeros. So the Pithing Needle is basically taking place of one of these is like another historic spell, and then the pushes are just better. Like I think having fatal pushes as a way to just continually kill their stuff is really where I would rather be. As far as blowing up their lands, I don't really want to do that. I don't really think I want to be forcing much. Like force doesn't really do a ton in this matchup. So this hand is about as good as it gets. This is the kind of hand that dreams are made of. So we get to trigger the steel cutters on our next turn. So we're going to take a Steam Vents. And if they kill the Tamiyo, like it's not the end of the world. Because we still do get to just go find our cards, go find our things. Even like maybe if they play Ocelot Pride, I might just like kill it. A Guide of Souls is pretty good. Oh, I can do just all of it. Oh, the Basim though. No, I think I need to do the main game plan. Triggers, do the thing. Yeah, baby. We're going to attack with all of my creatures. And then I think I'm just going to... No, let's wait and see what they play next turn. I'm in like no rush to actually do a lot with... Yep, you got a guide. Gain some life. A discharge. Well, that's poopy. I can't stop it. I'm not really interested in stopping it is what I should say. Yep, can't fly it, can't do nothing with it. So now the plan is to get this Basim into play, cast, have some triggers on the stack. We are always going to yield and always going to yield. Let's move the cutters over. I drew a land. Let's pay some life. Let's just get something going here. So I'd like to put a stop in their upkeep. That's a second steel cutter in the bin, which is pretty good. I'm not upsetty spaghetti about that. So now we upkeep, drawn a land. All right, that's what's up. Now I can like discharge whatever I need to. I do need to find my Shadowspear, like kind of quickly. But my plan right now is to, like whatever they try and fly, like whichever guide they try and fly, will make them pay the energy. Yeah, Flage is good. I can't stop a Flage. So we are going to... Basically, we're going to get them to pay the energy. All right, so they're killing Basim. They respect Basim, which is probably correct. And if they pay the energy to fly a guide, I'm going to kill it. Would you like to go down to 0 energy? I would like for you to not do that. No. Don't do that. All right, show me 2 cards that are playable. All right, that's what's up. I would like to get my Cori-Steel Cutters into play. Play my land. Play this. Let's just trigger everything. Yes, and yes. Let's just continue the beatdowns. So they could, let's put the Shadowspear onto you, and let's just ship in for so much damage and just hope I don't die. Put them to 5. I'm at 15. Like if they haste the Flage, I'm taking 12. All right, so they don't have another Flage. I wonder if they're going to try and like get it with the city, like use the cat, a Johnny. Destroy target enchant. Sure. You are sure taking game actions, my opponent. I still got so much stuff. All right, well, we can just like continue to just shit out a board. I shouldn't have done it like that. That was dumb. Trigger the prowess. I think I'm going to draw a card here just because like I should have played the Emry first just because the Emry is going to let me do the crazier stuff. But, you know, I fucked up a little bit. Let's go, baby. All right, game 3, baby. What do I have for graveyard? It's just the Spellbomb. That's all I have, so that's all I can have. But like, you know, we're not in a bad spot. I feel like decent about this matchup. I just need to like find like the correct cards really. This hand is it's so awkward. Like I love having a Cori-Steel Cutter. I'm going to keep this depending on what they do turn 1. Like I do like the idea of like shock steam vents, hold up blast, and our opponent is mulliganing to 6. So I'm going to keep off of the fact that they mulled. All right, I'm not no more upkeep stops. Just absolutely shit on whatever they play turn 1. Deafening Silence, sure. If that's the case, then like, what if we just went Surveil Land? A Cori on top, like, is decent. Trying to think how I can trigger. I'm gonna put it on top. Let's play nothing yet. I guess like because my plan is to go like next turn play land Mishra's Bauble. Unless I find a black source, then I'm gonna go Basim. All right, are they gonna dash a monkey on me? A Voice of Victory, sure. That is not as important. A fetch land? Nope. Oh, I knew that was going to be a Cori-Steel Cutter. That's funny. So we are going to we're going to shock. We'll play this. I don't know why I shocked. There really was no need for that. Now I need to find a black source, like, immediately. So are they going to be able to flip a Johnny is the question. I mean, I can't do anything on your turn. I'm not cracking my Bauble. Let's see what they've got. What could they have? 3 cards in hand and a Johnny. Okay, so they're probably going to try and flip a Johnny. Yeah, they're going to flip their Ajani, deal me damage. That's 3. So my life total is getting kind of low very fast. Red 1 for some steel. Trigger the Cories. Yes, Emry is going to mill 4 cards that I would have liked to have had. We're going to attack the Ajani, put the Ajani down to 1, and now I can bauble them, hope to find a black source. But things are not looking great at this moment. I really could use a black source. Like if I find a black land, a Watery Grave, I can go like Cori, Basim, double trigger, and just start to like race them or try to race them. So you got a guide. You have 1 card in hand. So I do need to block. All right, so they're gonna like. I think I'm about to die because I can't block. Yeah, so this is not ideal for sure. Yeah, they're gonna fly their cat. 4, 5, 6. Like I've got to block like this. And then they could just have, what do they have? I'm at 5. Yeah, so we just lose that game. All right, well, that is super unfortunate. We could not find removal fast enough. And then our opponent just had all of the goods for the 3rd game. You know, voice into, like Deafening Silence into voice into flip a Johnny was pretty unbeatable. This hand is so close. It's so very close. Do I want to risk it? I've got 2 baubles. I think I'm going to risk it. It'll depend on what the matchup is, but like I feel like it's not the worst to like I've got baubles. If I can dig myself to 3rd land, like a fetch land, it would be sweet. Let's just play these out. I'm not going to bauble them in upkeep just because I need to be able to leave up the rebuke. Eldrazi Temple, not good, very bad. Well, we beat Eldrazi once. So let's target you. What is this? It was kicked, exile target art. Okay, well, that's super awkward, huh? That does, in fact, deal with my steel cutters. Fetch land off the top? No, but I can get Metalcraft online, an Urza Saga. So there's that. I'm going to lose my land, so I might as well get this Basim into play now. And then I am not doing nothing else. I know they've got that. What is this? So all they need is a green land and I lose my Saga, but I can at least I can counter the dude himself if I really wanted to. Counter the body, maybe. Yep. All right. So this is like, I think this is like aggro Eldrazi. All right. So what do they got? What are they doing? Why are they not tapping for a green? Seems wrong. What are they doing? Why K command? No, stop. Don't do that. So what if we went for a red? Trigger to draw, keep this. And then we'll tap this for a blue. I'm just going to make a construct now. Let's shock. Basim getting in, doing Basim things. And I can crack this Bauble because I've got 3 for the Metalcraft. So let's take a peek. Show me your secrets. A bog. A bog is fine. I'm not really like... A bog ain't doing a bunch. Now, if they like kill my construct, I am going to have to, or if they try and like bounce my construct, I will just Galvanic Blast them. But I imagine that they're going to use this Wasescape to exile my Saga potentially. Yeah, I lose my yard. You lose 2 baubles, though. Baubles are so good. I hate it here. I mean, they might just try and like scries and guys kill my construct. I don't know why they're not using. I guess they probably have to suspect that I'm on the steel cutter. So they're probably going to like K command. Yeah. So we're going to red. I'm just going to blast you now. Metalcraft. Hope to draw something absolutely cracked off of either of my draws. That's not exactly cracked, but like blue one. Let's make another buddy bro. So now Metalcraft is online. I think it's just like Shadowspear. Yeah, let's just get a Shadowspear. Let's shock this in blue one. Equip here. Like, I don't think I care a bunch about their graveyard. And we're just trying to get in for damage. Hopefully they just like, all right, cool. They know the lifelink trample trick. So I'm just going to try and continue to burn them in the face. I am going to hold off I'm not going to discharge because like there's no way that they can kill all of my stuff, I think. If they do have the ability to do that, I would still like to be able to discharge them. So if they like double kick, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they could like bounce Basim, exile the construct. Maybe they do the Shadowspear. But I think even with that, like, I don't know if that's what I'm like, return target creature and opponent controls. So yeah, I think they could like bounce the construct, exile the spear, but also be another out. So they're gonna do the thing. I don't know what their targets are. I have to imagine it's got to be Shadowspear and then bounce the construct. Not interested in countering it. I could. Well, if I Galvanic Blast, what does that do for me? If I do 4 more to their face, Basim's got 2 counters, so like it's not like this thing can block, but it's not like a great block. I think their smartest choice, like I said, the smartest choice is to hit the Shadowspear and it's to hit to bounce the construct. Because if they like hit the Shadowspear, if they hit the construct and bounce Basim, I can still just like play the Basim, equip. And that leaves me up this Galvanic Blast. Okay, so they are silly. Yeah, you can put my Basim back in my hand. That is fine. I still have Metalcraft. Yeah, I think the Shadowspear was just the better decision. Opponent has 4. I guess it's just better to hold up. All right, so Emry. So we can go black and blue and red all over. Go blue for an Emry. Trigger Basim to draw a Polluted Delta. I can get my Surveil land if I haven't milled it and if it hasn't been exiled. Nope. So there's an Opal in the bin. I'm just going to equip here. And then I'm not doing anything else, but I do want to hold up this Basim. I would like to get my black source, but unfortunately, the way that I have drawn is not exactly great. Are they going to 3, 4, 5, 6? What could they have for 6? All right. What do they got? What do you got for me, opponent? What could it be? Just a big K command. Yeah, it's a K command. Scries and guys. That is fine. Mostly because I can't stop that, not because I won't stop that. So now I'm definitely getting my Surveil land. Hoping to find Cori. Need something good here. So they've got 1, 2. So I like, are they just trying to set up for an Emrakul? Or they're going to, no, because they can't K command a Thought-Knot Seer. Sure. How does this work? So this is when this creature enters target opponent, you choose a non-land from that and exile it. And then, so I can't deal with it in response. So I'm going to just like shock in this Steam Vents, and then we're just going to ping you for 4 more. I saw it on Seer. Nerd. Now I need to find something that is good. A Thoughtcast is pretty goddamn good. We can go for an Emry. Keep the not summoning sick one. Mill some cards. So now I can get my steel cutters. Cori has arrived. And then we are just going to be passing the turn. Now I can just hold up Rebuke. I do wish I could like double trigger. I don't know how I'm going to get... I mean, I guess like I might not even be able to hold up a counter spell, like unless this is exactly a... All right, so I can counter this, which I'm definitely interested in doing. Whatever it may be, let me rebuke you. Let me put you back. Yes, pay your costs. Do it. Do it. 1/1. No. No. Don't do that. Yeah, I'll take 6. Can you afford to do that, though, is my question, opponent. What if I just rip it right off the top? Like, I'm just going to rip my 3rd Galvanic Blast. Yeah, what if I rip my 3rd Galvanic Blast off the top? I mean, if I don't draw anything, like, great, I'm just going to put this Shadowspear onto Emry. All right, so that's a Basim. That's pretty good. Black, blue, cast a Basim. Mox Opal. Cast Mox Opal. Triggers. Make a monk. Let's use the ability. Let's draw another card. So Basim is a 2. So my thought here is, do I move the Steel Cutters to make him a 3 and a 4? That might not be the worst idea. What's the alternative? I mean, I think I want to leave the monk up to block, gain back some life, put my opponent down to 2, pray for the Galvanic Blast to just rip it off the top. Show me what you've got, opponent. Can you come back from this? Our opponent did get stuck on lands for a while, but like I do have, as long as they don't deal with the Basim, I do have a way, like I can get to, dude, I don't care about a Chalice on 0. All I care about is casting. Then they don't need to resolve. You can counter my Mox Opals all you want. So you can leave back blockers. Well, they're probably going to exile my Basim if I had to guess. If they exile my Basim, I'm extra big sad. Our opponent's seen all 4 of their K commands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it, what could it be? Trample, haste, when this creature becomes, okay. Yep. Construct. I could make a construct, which would be a 1, 2, 3, 4. Put the cutters on it. Well, let's start off. Let's cast. Yeah, I don't care if you counter it. I will take my draw. So now if I make a construct, okay, all right. We got there game 1. I think I want the same sort of sideboard, so I'm not, like, I didn't see or have any worries about an Emrakul. I don't want to bring in the forces. I think the rebukes might be good enough. And I didn't see anything that I really wanted to, like, needle. I guess, like, 2 forces is probably not the worst in case they try and, like, chalice on 1. What else is bad? I can cut, like, a blast. Maybe I just cut, no. The blasts are pretty good. Let's go down 1 and 2. What else? An Emry. Can I really go down to 2? Maybe I go down like this and then one more card. Huh? Let's just do something like that. Let's try that. Like, I've got enough counter magic. I've got enough interaction. Turn 1 Tamiyo is pretty good. Really hard to say no. Now, if they like chalice on 1, I do hate that. Or chalice on 0. I do hate that. Mulligans to 6. Reveals a devourer. So I probably need to get this opal into... If I don't get chaliced on 1, I think I need to just put this opal into play. Also, it's just not a bad idea to get the opal into play, because then that gives me a 1 mana Emry on my next turn. If they don't kill my Tamiyo, obviously. So let us see what our opponent does. All right, so if they chalice on 0... If they chalice on 1, I'm like uber sad. All right, no chalice on 1. Or 0. Or any number that I don't like. What could you have? 4 cards in hand. They put the Devourer there. So now the plan is like probably try and just, develop this Emry. Maybe set up a Thoughtcast. Like I couldn't Thoughtcast on my turn. So they're going to get a Fleshraker. It dies to a red mana. Let's go to attackers. Make one of these. All right. I'm definitely going to deal with this Fleshraker now. I would like to go face, but unfortunately, I do not get to go face on it. A Basim, 2 Basims, and an Opal in the bin. Oh, it's all bad. All right, now I just need to pray that they don't have something just absolutely goated. A Thought-Knot Seer, probably? Yeah, you can have a Thought-Knot. I don't know. Would you like to take my Thoughtcast? They probably have to take the Consign. If I were a betting man, I would say that they take the Thoughtcast, huh? I guess that's fair. Urza Saga. Let's get a Saga online. I can't play any of the 0s in my grave. I could just flip this Tamiyo right now, which is like not the worst thing, like, to be honest. I guess it'll depend on what I draw. A Bauble. Let's just Bauble. Let's look at your top. Show me your top, please. A Myco spawn. Can they kick it? I don't think so. I am interested in flipping this Tamiyo. Let's uptick. Let's activate here. I'm going to get a good solid refill here, which is pretty nice. And then I could respond to my Bauble trigger, but like, ooh, baby. Oh, good heavens. It's so good to be me. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm not stopping you from kicking a Myco spawn. Oh, is this the other thing? Yeah, they'll have a Myco. Okay, so you can take a Cori. You can't take any more than that. I have to imagine that they take the Cori. There's no way they don't take the Cori, right? Right, friends? Right, chat? Yep, there's a Cori gone. You may hit my Tamiyo. So I've lost and Cori. Let's just draw some cards. Another Thought-Knot Seer. Let's draw so many cards. Saga gets its second counter, or second trigger here. Red, blue, bring the Coris in. Bring it on the Coris. Yes, we'll use the ability for sure. Let's just uptick. Now I can play Basim, or I can make a 3/3 construct 4/4 construct. I think I'm much more in the make a construct business. Yeah, you can keep trying to like thought knot my hand, but I just don't care. I really don't. Opponent, would you like to take my Basim? Probably want to take my card draw, if I had to guess. I would like to be able to convert this Tamiyo at some point, but like I am just going to be able to block. So I'm going to potentially lose the Tamiyo if they attack with everything. If they don't, then I can just like make a construct, crack Bauble. Oh, they didn't. Oh, they're silly. Now you just let me do all of the stuff that I want. And then let's look at your top again. So you've played, this is in your hand, this has been played. All right, so you're drawing that, huh? Show me something good off the top again. A Basim's pretty decent. So I've got the artifact, so I go like 1, 2, let's just say like, fuck it. Let's make a big old army of dudes. And then let's get a Shadowspear. And then our opponent's gonna see that they got Thoughtseize bugged, which is pretty sweet. Do I want another Opal? I've got a land drop. No, I think I'm just much happier to have some Steel Cutter triggers, some draw triggers. This is going to make it a 3/3. Yeah, let's just move this. Let's just make an absolute monster of an army. Let's play our land. Let's uptick the Tamiyo. Let's swing in with our dude, our big boy. A big boy. They'll take 6. And then I'm not really interested in doing anything else. I'm just going to continue to hold the line. I know they've got that unclaimed territory that they're going to play. And I know they've got the Myco spawn. So are they going to try and Myco spawn? What if I consigned the search trigger and gave you a 3/3? A 3/3 seems like it's not really that good. Let's grab a Island. Just an Island. I'm going to cast to counter your search trigger. I wish I had a follow-up play. That would have been super sweet, but alas, I do not get to have a follow-up. Yeah, you can't go get lands off of my stuff, bro. That ain't happening. All right, my opponent is playing, we're playing a game of chicken, and I'm winning. Another unclaimed territory. All right, I love when my opponent floods out. That makes me feel warm and fuzzy. I love when I draw 3 lands in a row, so we're gonna buy back this blast. We're going to start blasting. I sure have Metalcraft. Can I have another card? Can I have a good card this time, deck? Oh, baby. Eldrazi fucking sucks. Don't play Eldrazi. It's a bad deck. Ooh, boy. Man, that felt easy. Maybe aggro Eldrazi is not really what what you should be doing here. But damn, did that feel fucking good. All right, all we got to do is win one more game, baby. This hand is a hand of all time. Now, if I lose my Tamiyo, I probably lose this game. But my opponent mulliganed, so I have to keep. This is energy. This is bad. Show me an untapped land off the top. Or just show me a land. Not great, not great. Now, I need to get this. I imagine that they're going to kill my Tamiyo. Hopefully my Tamiyo lives. Because then I can like go for the Basim. Untapped land would just be an absolute heater. Yeah, you got a guide. You have like a Ragavan? No, you probably have a... I'm just not going to block. I just don't think I care enough to block right now. I'm not going to fall for any tricks and traps and dumb stuff that you could do. So you're going to make a dude. They're probably going to kill my Tamiyo in my upkeep. I have to imagine that the fact that they did not play a Galvanic Blast... Oh, okay. Black, blue. Let's play this. Basim. Now, hopefully I draw a land here. My opponent doing a little reedy poo on Basim. I'm not going to let them draw. I'm not going to let them kill my Tamiyo before. All right, so I asked for a land, and I got what I wanted, but it was not the right land, which is not ideal. So now, do I want to flip? I think I need to flip this Tamiyo, or try to. As much as it pains me... I mean, they're just holding up a blue, so I have to try. May I flip? Oh, baby. Well, let's bauble them now. Another Ocelot. That's not good. Are they going to be able to fly their Ocelot is the question. An island. I could really, really use a fucking red source. They're probably going to Flage if I had to venture a guess. Or they're going to play second Ocelot. Because I've got Blast. Oh, they're going to gain... Let's see if they have another one. Yeah, they're going to... Oh, no. Oh, good heavens, this is getting very bad for me. They're going to fly, so it's a 0. Then they can add 2 counters to it, so it's going to do 2 damage. Really need to find something. If I find an untapped red land, I'm in a decent spot. because I really need to like deal with. I honestly like don't really care about the voice. Yep, they're making a fucking huge army. There's just so many things I have to deal with, and I just we'll concede there. Not great. Fatal pushes for sure. I think that's all. So let's go down like a rebuke here and here. Let's just try that. That was very unfortunate. Having just double blast. Like maybe the correct out was to get the steam vents so that I could like Galvanic Blast and then just wait on the Basim, but like I don't know. It's a tough spot, you know, hindsight obviously 2020, but I think, you know, I didn't really want to just let them like, or I needed to develop the cards in my hand, and I was hoping that like with the Basim, with the Bauble, everything, I'd find like a red source, but apparently I'm just a silly guy. So my opponent doesn't know I'm on Steel Cutter, which is at least cool. This hand is garbage. This hand is better. We'll keep this. Let's go and just start off by shocking myself. So my opponent also mulligans. That's cool. Let's go with a Tamiyo. Do I want to? It's probably good to try and flip Tamiyo on turn 2 if I can. Well, Tamiyo's going to die. Disappointment. Well, we're hoping to find something real good off the top in these 2 draws. That's not bad. Honestly, I'm going to have to ding myself for some more damage. But we get a draw. We get a couple draws at least. All right, a Galvanic Blast is not bad. I don't have the artifact count for it, but like I think I want to keep another blast, huh? Well, now I'm just gonna try and tell me they kept a 1-lander. Oh baby, just don't show me a land on top for them. Let me like feel good about myself. No, stop. Oh, show me a land. All right, a land is good. A rebuke is good. I think I'm just like, I'm not interested in like there's a reason that they kept their hand. So I think I'm interested in just like rebuking whatever this is. No. Stop it. Because I'm sure they got the Ajani. I have to imagine they kept like a 1-lander, Ajani, bombardment. Like that seems like it's a pretty good hand for them to have kept. All right. So this is pretty good because this lets me do one of these. Do a little mill in. Upkeep, stop. What are you drawing? Show me your goods. A static prison. Jesus Christ. My opponent has just found all of it. Oh, goddamn. I mean, do they want a static prison or do they want to develop like an Ajani? That is the question. 3 of my baubles are in the grave. 3 have been charmed. Exile any number. Sure. That's tough. That's tough for sure. But I do get a redraw. And I haven't seen like any of my opals. Dog. Well, we get to fill the grave up some more. What if we just played this Amber? And then in my end step, get a Surveil unless I really need... Oh, I don't have my Surveil land. Just kidding. I'm joking. We're just going to grab a land. Any land will do. Gotta probably be a red land. For me and you. Dog, I just can't. I can't with this opponent. All of their hopes and dreams get to come true. No. An Ocelot Pride. That's what they surveilled to the top, huh? What if it died? Pay your energy. Get it out of here. Got him. All right, now I need like a good card. A Polluted Delta is not a good card. Deck, don't do me like this. I have one more fetchable. Depending on what they play, if they're yep, I'll take my 1. I don't care about that. The thing that really I care about is them playing an Ajani. All right. Well, now I'm feeling a little bit silly that I didn't kill. Oh wait, no. Now I'm feeling silly that I didn't kill it. Yeah, I mean, the opponent's hand was just absolute fucking gas. Like I can't play around that. That's for sure. I have no more fetchables. Hopefully my hand is like, it works out well. If not, if this is another land, all right. Well, a Cori-Steel Cutter doesn't do any. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess we have like a turn. They have like a draw, maybe. They've got 1 in hand. All right, so they're gonna keep my Emry. Man, them just having like double discharge plus Thraben, drawing the prison, like it was just not. I don't think I think I lose this game. I don't think this deck is I will concede to that. Yeah, I don't know, like if I'm expecting to see like a lot of energy this weekend, so I'm probably not going to play this deck into an RCQ because like energy is just too strong and I think this deck is not fast enough. But I do love just being able to cast my boy Basim. All right, well, we're on the draw. which is not what we want to be on. A double Basim, no way to discount. Like, that's not a great hand. This hand is like okay. Let's put back redundant copy of Emry. Oh my god. Of course, the top card of my deck is the Galvanic Blast. Well, you can have a Saga. Fuck me. It's another game of losing to energy. Yeah, you can take my land. I'm going to kill your Ragavan because I can't deal with it. They're just going to flage me now. I'm so tired of fucking energy. Like, I don't know. I don't think like, this is just absolutely fucking crap. Like, I can't, how do I beat this hand? Like, Ragavan, Ocelot, Ajani, like, this is just insane. Oh, and they're exerting their land. Okay, this is perfect for me. All right, yep, we're dead. I'm just not even gonna, nope, I'm not even worrying about the math. All right, well, that fucking sucks. So we're gonna bring this in, we're gonna bring in a needle. I'd love to, like, in one of these games, find my, like, 3 copies that I have of, I would love to find my, like, 3 copies of Fatal Push that I bring in. That would be sweet. Oh, man, I'm gonna go 2-3 again because I just got hit with 3 games of fucking energy. So we're gonna fetch Shock. I also have barely seen the cutters either. Like, I feel like, you know, obviously the games that I've won, cutters were kind of crazy. Games that I've lost did not have the cutters. Let's see if I can, like, maybe force them to, like, kill my Tamiyo. They probably will, but, like, if they're spending their, yeah, that's fine. I've got my follow-up, my Cori-Steels. Blue. Let's play this, Let's get some triggers going. And then let's peek at the top of their library. It's a land. Now, the problem is I don't currently have anything to trigger Cori on my next turn. I imagine they've got removal for my Steel Cutter, but maybe not, because they didn't see a Steel Cutter. Or no, maybe they did. No, they didn't. Yeah, because I didn't mill it off of my Emry or anything like that. So are they exerting their land? Goblin Bombardment, you got it. Give me a good card to draw. A Pithing Needle is pretty good. Let's cast Trigger Prowess. Let's cast Trigger Prowess, Trigger Steals, naming Goblin Bombardment. And let's go to the combat because we need to reduce our opponent's life total to 0. And let's see what you're drawing. Another land is what's up. So now I can, like, either rebuke if they try and, like, maybe flage. I wish I could, like, double spell. If I had found, like, another land, that would have been sweet. I honestly probably rebuke a flage here, just because I don't, like, I can't have them gaining life when I'm trying to reduce their life so quickly. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Hopefully I draw something good off this Bauble, but I draw 2 castable spells right here. No, let's see. 1, 2, 3. It honestly, like, as silly as it might be, let's see, if I go 1, so I'm going to get a prowess trigger. I'm going to make a monk. So we're going to get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So I'm going to make a monk. I'm going to have 3 monks. One monk's going to, they're all going to have 2 power. So it's 6 damage. But, like, I think I'm just better off holding up my push and instead of trying to get, like, cute with it. Like, even if they resolve, like, something, I'm probably just gonna wait till my turn, unless they just have, like, second. Yeah, you got some prides, buddy. Your pride is on the line. Show me not a goddamn land. We are going to not be able to trigger our Cori-Steel Cutters. My opponent's probably just taken 3. No. What if I just, like, blew you out here? I think they're trying to get Flage online, which is, like, tough for sure. All right, so they're gonna try and, I think they're going to Galvanic to kill my guy, which is probably understandable. What do you have? Thraben Charm. Okay, so you're going to deal with that. Now they're going to get to haste a Flage, which is tough, considering I'm at 16. Galvanic Blast isn't going to do it. Technically, it makes a blocker. Yes, we'll use the ability. Couldn't have killed them. So it makes a blocker so that, like, now they can only do 9 to me, but they're going to gain a fuck ton of life. Yeah, there's no good way for me to play around all this, huh? Couldn't find my one of Nihil Spellbomb. What is my hope or my out here? There are 0. I don't think I have any outs. Holding up my blockers, I guess, and drawing exactly Fatal Push. Fuck me. Yeah, it's just not, this deck is not fast enough to compete with Boros. Damn. I really was hoping, like I was really hopeful for this deck. Like I thought it was going to be a good deck for sure, but I mean it's a cool deck. It's just like it's too slow compared to like the Izzet version compared to energy, like everything you're gonna see. So yeah, unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to maybe put this deck aside, at least for this weekend. I'm probably not going to be running this one for the RCQ that I'm doing. So other than that, I mean, the deck is fun. I love a deck where I can play Basim. I'm probably going to play this deck in paper because I have like all of the cards anyways. But other than that, that is going to give us another 2-3, praying one day that we can hit a 5-0, get a little trophy. Be kind of nice to have a trophy on camera, but you know, we are still going to just continue to play games and see what happens. So thank you for coming. Thanks for hanging out. You know, let me know what you think about the gameplay, about the videos, the formatting, stuff like that, and have a great day.